fans. As you know, I'm always looking for new ideas for videos and topics for you guys, because that's why I do these, for you. So I posed the question of what topics you'd like to see me address, and I had one in particular that was very curious and caught my attention more than the rest. And this person that left the comment wanted to see my thoughts on a movie or movies that people seem to love, but I personally don't like. And so today I want to talk about the top 5 movies that are beloved that I personally can't stand. Kicking us off at number 5 is The Hangover. Yeah, I know a lot of people either love or hate The Hangover, but it was, for the most part, critically successful. I don't find it that funny at all. There was so much hype to this movie of, oh, it's so funny, oh, it's so funny, it's so hilarious. When I finally saw it, I was just, meh. I might as well have just watched Anchorman again. Oh wait, that's Anchorman 2. It wasn't that funny, wasn't that clever, it relied too much on rude humor and not a wide assortment of humor. Hangover was a one-trick pony of shock value mixed with crude and not that funny, overall making for a very awkward and unpleasant film. At number 4, and this is the one that's going to bring a lot of hate, but I'm willing to put this out there, Frozen. I think Frozen is just okay at best. It is a $1 billion movie because of a $1 billion song. Okay, I'll give you some time. Name 5 good things about the movie besides Let It Go. When Frozen first came out, there's all these things about the movie that were so unique and Disney had never done before. But actually, they kinda had. A movie about sisters? A strong female character? The girl not getting the prince at the end? Oh, don't get me wrong, Frozen has arguably one of the best soundtracks I've ever heard in a Disney movie. That's not even sarcasm. I do find the soundtrack good. But a movie needs more than just a solid soundtrack. Frozen was a big hit because of that soundtrack. The story itself as a movie is not that impressive. The animation is gorgeous, but when I go to a movie, I go into it for a story. At number 3, this one should get me a little bit back in people's good graces. Any of the Transformers movies after the first one. Somebody's got to be watching these Transformers and liking them because they keep seeing them over and over, and that's why we keep getting sequels. They make so much money, and I don't get how. Okay, you, sitting there watching this video, tell me the plot of any of the Transformers movies. Any. Yeah, they have no plot. It's Michael Bayhem at his best, with explosions and weird camera angles. It's even hard for me to defend Transformers 1, but that was at least fun and a good time at the movies. The rest of them just recycled the same thing as Transformers 1, but made less and less sense as they went along. And don't even get me started about Age of Extinction. At number 2, we have Iron Man 3. Now, up until a certain point in Iron Man 3, I was having a lot of fun. And then something happens. The ball drops big time. Now, without going into spoilers, if you hadn't seen it for some reason, there's something very, very significant that completely 180s this story. Now, I could overlook that major plot twist if it was used effectively, but the movie really didn't give a good substitute for the plot twist. I'm trying to be non-specific here. They really didn't provide a good substitute for the plot twist. Had they done that, I would have liked it a lot better. I had issues with the plot twist, but I also had issues with the ending. Spoiler alert, but it's really not that big of a spoiler. Eventually, Tony Stark wins. But he really wins using all the Iron Man suits. Why is that a problem for an Iron Man movie? Because the entire message of Iron Man 3 was that Tony Stark was a hero without the suits, and having him win where he was really suitless for most of the movie, having him ultimately go back to that suit and win with like 40 different suits helping him that all break really easily, felt very cheap to me, and it kind of negated the message of the story. Now, if Tony was able to beat said villain without any of the suits, I thought that would have served the story better and would have made for a more interesting story, given that the story was all about what defines a hero. Is it the man or the man in the suit? What is the most overrated movie in my mind that I personally cannot stand, even though apparently loads of people love it? Avatar. This movie made so much money, it's ridiculous. And looking at it, when I finally got around to seeing it, I don't know how. Now, before I get into my negatives, it is a gorgeous movie. They spent so many years and so many long hours making it look as good as it is. It does look good, but the story is something to be lacking. It is not original whatsoever. It's Pocahontas with blue people. That's really all it is. It's an unoriginal story. The acting is meh at best. Avatar had the same problem as the Transformers movies. It looks good, but when you boil it down to the story, it's really not that interesting. Now, you can make the case that people go to the movies to see. They don't really care. They check their brains at the door, and that's fine. I can't do that, though. I can't shut my brain off. It's the highest grossing movie of all time, and I still am scratching my head as to how. What do you guys think? Am I way off on all this? Am I going to lose some subscribers for this? What are some movies that everyone loves that you don't seem to like that much? Let me know in the comments below. And if you have ideas for future videos, also let me know in the comments below. And if you like what you see and you want to see more, subscribe to the channel, or go to facebook.com/movieguy17 or Twitter at nmovieguy17. Stay sharp, movie guys and gals.